marsconsolegamer. Salute to all my fellow troopers. Yes, the wait is over. Update 1.7 for Starship Troopers Extermination will be out on October 22nd. My video on board the Sparta will follow after release of the update, but here are all the patch notes for Update 1.7. Update 1.7 for consoles and PC will be available for troopers to download around 10 a.m. PT GMT-7 on Wednesday, October 22nd. This patch is a collection of content, performance, and optimization improvements and bug fixes. If you'd like to discuss Update 1.7 with your fellow troopers, please feel free to join the Starship Troopers Extermination Community Discord. Some fixes include adjustments to reaching the maximum threat level, which should now trigger an endless horde, stim pistol adjustments to address inconsistent use, and more. If you enjoy this update, please leave us a review on Steam. We greatly appreciate all the feedback from fellow troopers on the development of Starship Troopers Extermination. Client performance improvements. Improved the projectile particle performance for the Guardian UAV. The Sparta. Attention all available mobile infantry units. This is a priority alert. The Sparta needs your help. The massive Federation research ship, the Sparta, has been in deep space conducting highly sensitive and invaluable Arachnidian research, but the bugs have fought back and it's been overrun. Get in there and fight back, troopers. Recovery of the ship and her secrets is critical to the ongoing war with the Arachnids. If we fail today, it is our children who will pay the price. Sparta will support AAS, Horde, and Hive Hunt game modes. An upcoming galactic front, Echoes of Sparta. With the start of the next galactic front, a selection of company operations will direct troopers towards the Sparta. As usual, galactic front operations will include additional mutators and modifiers that may not be available in the regular rotation of missions. Note, the galactic front will start post 1.7, new missions for the Special Operations Group. Teams are already being deployed aboard the Sparta to establish a beachhead and pave the way for the Deep Space Vanguard to reclaim it from the bug menace. With the launch of Update 1.7 and the introduction of the Sparta, we're deploying 7 brand new SOG missions. These missions are objective-driven operations, focused on securing multiple key locations throughout the ship as you fight to wrestle control of the ship back into Federation hands. The Scorpion Bug. Arachnidian recovery teams and Deep Space Vanguard units are reporting the appearance of scorpions near meteorite impact zones. These massive bugs are heavily armored, incredibly aggressive, and armed with a devastating tail-mounted plasma beam. Remember to use extreme caution when engaging these threats. We cannot allow this emerging threat to slow our critical Arachnidian mining efforts. Keep the drills running, no matter the cost. Scorpions can now be encountered in the Critical Strike game mode or with specific mission mutators. Free second wave cosmetic. In celebration of Year 2, the Federation has issued a brand new uniform for all troopers. Every trooper will gain access to a new second wave weapon skin, visor, helmet decal, and uniform palette cosmetics. Congratulations on surviving, trooper. Tuning. Arachnid tuning. Endless hordes and emergent hordes. Our Federation researchers have observed the troubling reintroduction of endless and emergent hordes. The Arachnids have found a way to stir up massive hordes at the slightest provocation. In ARC missions, reaching the maximum threat level triggers an endless horde. These hordes will be more consistent with frantic bug spawning for maximum devastation. We've also re-enabled mutators that can trigger an emergent horde. Mutators, we've got bugs, and bugs inbound. Armory tuning. The stim pistol. Federation medics have long lamented the inconsistencies of their equipment. A single missed stim could be the difference during a high-stress medical intervention. We've made some improvements to the stim pistol to help improve chances of success. Improved recoil. Stim pistol has no recoil and will always shoot the first aid darts with perfect accuracy. Missed stim pistol shots will check for valid targets near the impact location, to help reduce instances where minor terrain or bug corpses could block a shot unexpectedly. Improved visibility of the aiming reticle. The crosshair now has a white circle in addition to the existing center dot for improved visibility. Mission tuning. Hive hunts. Hive hunts will now periodically respawn any lost towed canisters to ensure there is always enough to complete the mission. Known issues. Weapons with underbarrel modifications may play the wrong firing audio, or firing audio may incorrectly loop. Bug holes may take damage when not hit directly with explosives sometimes. Hit indicators for ranged bugs don't show the correct direction. Highlights. Fixed an issue with the Guardian UAV that would cause the UAV to stop attacking enemies. The UAV will now have an insatiable bloodthirst until it runs out of battery. Fixed some instances of exterminate objectives not spawning enough bugs. Fixed an issue where bugs that died near exterminate objectives wouldn't be counted towards the kill quota. Fixed the datapad in the build tutorial. UI. Updated game mode descriptions to include more relevant mode details. Fixed a number of untranslated screens. Fixed the incorrect description on the electric fence. Fixed the incorrect tooltips and names on profile nameplates, banners, icons, backgrounds, and medals. Fixed an issue that caused the same class tutorial tips to display every game. Art and animation. Fixed an issue with the M55 rocket launcher and the M56 pylon that could cause ground decals to appear on the weapon. Fixed an issue where Navy and Sunburnt suit palettes wouldn't update the Trooper preview. Fixed an issue where the Stinging Fury suit palette wouldn't apply to the medic's upper torso. Fixed an issue where the Trooper preview would be visible in the re-enlist screen. Fixed an issue where crashed dropships in critical strike missions would always follow the same crash path. Gameplay and general fixes. Added a new boot cinematic. Fixed an issue that allowed engineers using the mobile build tool ability to build partially inside walls and terrain. Fixed a towed canister spawn point in Boreas Hive Hunt that would respawn towed canisters too far away. Fixed an issue with bug holes that would leave the map markers visible if the hole was closed and discovered at the same time. Exterminate objectives will adjust the timer based on difficulty level again. Bug holes enter a dormant state when no players are nearby. Spawn directors prefer to spawn bugs using spawn locations at a similar height. Grenadier and Inferno bugs should no longer spawn next to active build zones. Recover dropship supplies objective should have all crates accessible. Fixed an issue where bugs and troopers could get stuck inside the drill during critical strike missions. Fixed an issue where swapping classes at the Armory wouldn't correctly apply the magazine bandolier perk. Fixed an issue with underbarrel modifications interacting incorrectly with demolishers using the extra primary perk. Fixed an issue with the Morita 2's underbarrel plasma launcher failing to reach the intended max deviation while moving. Fixed collision and map geometry issues in Agni Prime and Valaka critical strike missions. Fixed collision and map geometry issues around bug holes. Fixed an issue where destroying eggs in Hive Hunt missions would spawn the incorrect Arachnid warrior variants in Boreas and Agni Prime. Fixed an issue where Agni Prime Hive Hunt missions would never spawn fire warriors. Fixed an issue where tankers wouldn't spawn. Fixed an issue that prevented small gates from closing if they intersected with a ramp wall. Fixed a SOG issue where the squad mates would despawn unexpectedly. That's it for this update, troopers. Hope to see you on board the Sparta. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more updates on games, gameplay of new and older releases, console hardware, and various art.